mabuhay and good afternoon. We appreciate our community partners and our guests for taking time this afternoon to celebrate our graduating and incoming cohorts with us. For a final time, as your CEO, it gives me great pleasure to be here with you today to give this keynote address. 2021s and 2023s, today is the first day of a new chapter in your lives as incoming or outgoing teacher fellows, teacher leaders and soon-to-be alumni as lifetime advocates for education. Time and again, you each may have been commended for choosing a non-traditional pathway, for living life on your own terms and living it nobly, or so they say, for a greater purpose than yourselves. For those just finishing Summer Institute, this all may have seemed a bit vague. I would even dare to say premature. For those ending your 2 years, this brings to mind what you have sacrificed and what you have had to shed to be here today, seated before me. While we receive congratulations on making brave choices, the thing with brave choices, though, is that we will be forever working to make them a reality. No matter if you are starting the program or finishing it, remember this: there is no destination. The struggle is the journey. This is critical theory at its core. You are all part of an ever-growing movement of Filipinos. Teach for the Philippines has grown immeasurably in the last 11 years. When we started in 2012, we were placing one single cohort in one single city. We had no idea if this program would be a success. It had never been allowed before, and thus it had never been done before. Now we have 3 unique programs whose cohorts span all 3 island groups and have developed generations upon generations of alumni inside and outside the government. Hundreds of us are working together to model the change that we wish to see in our country through hope, courage, and above all, resilience. Even though everyone seated here is at different points of their journey to live out their choice to join this lifelong movement, Teach for the Philippines staff are included in this. Each of you should take the driver's seat in your journey of personal leadership. It is not about going with the flow of life, but creating the flow for your life. The sweat, the tears, the blood, the laughter, and the fears, the choices that we make every day, these test our character. The closer together your values and your choices are, the greater your integrity, and thus the greater your character, the greater your potential for leadership. A potential that great leaders spend a lifetime earning, and even then end their days feeling perhaps that there was something more for them to do. Leaders are not born from lives of leisure. Someone who has never lived beyond his or her comfort zone cannot wield leadership successfully. Successful leaders, by definition, are set apart because they survived in the face of adversity and chose to make a difference in the lives of others by living true to their personal core values. This is not only my wish and my hope for all of you today, but also to my parting words to this movement of us, which we have built together, person by person. Education reform and systemic change require collective action. Sustainable change is made of a collaborative, deliberate, and patient effort from a collective that shares the same vision. It is akin to a relay race with a baton passed across generations. As long as there are individuals who share the same vision for our children and our countries, individuals who choose to stay and to serve, we continue to make a more equal and just future possible. As you know, today is my last padayon ceremony as CEO. Just as the graduating 2021s will be passing on their charge of our partner communities to the incoming 2023s, and just as our TLs prepare for another year, I will be passing the baton of leadership to your new CEO, Mavi Ongko. Mavi, the last year of our overlap has been a joy and a true privilege. You are so ready for this. I could not have left the organization in better hands. Our very best years are still ahead. Padayon means to go forth, magpatuloy. As you enter into this next chapter of your lives, may your commitment to Teach for the Philippines' vision and mission remain constant. To be here, you must believe deeply that the opportunities and possibilities available to a Filipino child should not be determined by the circumstances of their birth. You lead your students, your friends, your peers to believe this with you. In the classroom or in the office or wherever life takes you, you must lead others to work with you on this. Do something every day to make a difference. Padayon. Thank you.